city bitch. Rack city bitch. Rack city bitch. What's that on that beat? Rack city bitch. Rack city bitch. 10, 20s on your titties, bitch. 100 deep VIP, no guest list.
Somebody asked me about my tan today.
Your
My tan, like I got darker or something. Did I really get dark? I did get dark. You see that?
black stuff.
Right there? Ugh.
Yeah,
I need to stay out of the sun for a while.
So what are we talking about?
Let's talk about relationships.
What about relationships?
I don't know.
It's a broad topic.
Why some last and some don't.
Well, in relationships, you either break up or get married.
I feel that.
So,
But I mean, there's so many things that happen in between. You know, there's a process you go through before you get married. You can't just say, you can't just say like, I'm gonna get married to this person. There's trials and tribulations you go through, not only in life, but in a relationship.
like when people try to interfere
That's a big one.
with something good
That's a big one.
because they're haters and they're jealous
And they're childish. Very, very childish.
and they need to get over.
And get a life. This isn't high school anymore. This isn't junior high when you do that. I apologize. But
I'll bleep it out.
people like to interfere with other relationships, especially when they don't have one of their own. So they think that making everybody else miserable is gonna make them happy, and in the end, when the other person works it out with that significant other, they still end up miserable.
Yeah. Cosign.
Another problem that people have in a relationship, people taking advice from the wrong people.
Is it focused?
It did go blur. I think it went back into focus. We can see your eye.
No.
It-
There we go.
But people taking advice from the wrong people, especially people that don't know about the relationship,
Yeah.
and you end up taking advice from it. It's not the smartest idea.
Yeah. Sometimes when people vent, they just want to be listened to.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. What's another problem? Long distance relationships. It's not so much a problem if you know how to work it.
Yeah. They do work, by the way.
They do work. I'm in one. She's in one. They work.
You have to make it work.
Yeah, you have to be willing. You have to like mentally and physically be willing to go through that every day, because it's gonna be a challenge every day. I guarantee you, there's some days you're like, man, I just need somebody to hug, and the only person I want to hug right now is my girlfriend or my boyfriend.
And they're not there.
They're 4 hours away, or they're 1,006 miles away, which equates to how many hours?
It's about 20-ish.
20-ish hours.
Give or
mine
take.
is not that bad. It's about 3 hours and 39 minutes, or 206 miles. But some people's are a little bit longer. You have to be willing to make it work. And it's not only incorporating like your daily life and what they do, which means talking about your day to them and don't just kind of passing them through. But you need Jesus on your side too.
Jesus.
Because I guarantee you, without him, man, good luck. Oh, what else? Let's think here. What else is a relationship killer? Not being committed to that person to begin with. If you're over there and if you're still liking or loving your ex, don't get in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because
it's pointless.
It is very pointless.
And if you are talking to somebody that tells you that they're still stuck on their ex, what's your purpose?
What's the purpose of trying to be in a relationship with that person?
What
Because
is
they're
your
still
point?
stuck on their ex. There's no point.
My battery's dying.
No point at all. Her battery is dying, guys.
Let's wrap this up.
We might have to cut this a little bit short. But yeah, don't get in a relationship if you're not fully committed to that person, because it's a waste of time, effort, and energy. And it's not worth it. It's not worth the battles that y'all gonna face together.
Yeah, like I said earlier, you either get married or you break up. So if you don't see yourself marrying that person, why put yourself through the hell of committing to them and, you know, end up getting hurt anyway? I mean, not saying that we can ever avoid being hurt, because that's impossible. But
You're gonna be hurt regardless, and it's not even doing it intentionally. Sometimes you're just gonna say something that might be hurtful to that other person. It does not have to be intentional or malicious. It's life,
malicious.
you know. I know I used a big word there, malicious.
Big word.
I try.
But I don't mean
But yeah, we're about to go because her battery is like dying. It's blinking at me right now, actually.
Yes.
So
Shout out to CSO.
shout out to Triple D, Dallas, Texas. I did that wrong. Sorry, Triple D, Dallas,
Shout out
Texas.
to the 242.
Shout out to Frontier Fiesta. Shout out to the 214. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my baby.
Rack city bitch. Rack city bitch. Rack city.